Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we had said here that from the moment Musalia Wetangula ceased from being ANC party leader, and same thing to Wetangula, the current Speaker of National Assembly, when he stepped down from being Ford Kenya party leader, that alone was enough threat to finish ANC party and Ford Kenya, especially in the Western region. I don't know if ANC has numbers elsewhere apart from the Western region counties. And it is emerging clear that the people down on the ground there, from Kakamega, Vihiga, Bungoma, Trans Nzoia, and Busia, are also confirming that ANC is at threat and Ford Kenya party is at threat. Right now, Musalia Wetangula is going to focus more on his role as the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Senator Wetangula has a lot of job to do he's now no longer a senator, he's a speaker. He has a lot of job to do at the National Assembly as we are speaking now. So these are two busy men. And Peter Salasia, the Member of Parliament representing Mias East constituency, is now confirming to what we had talked about. And what Peter Salasia is talking about is now confirming that possibility of Eugene Wamalwa taking over officially the party leadership of DAP party is emerging now. Eugene Wamalwa is officially going to take over as the party leader of DAP party. But again, Peter Salasia has a message for Musalia Wetangula and Wetangula and the Luhya community as a whole. I wanted to listen to him shortly, and after this, we want to check on the downfall of ANC and Ford Kenya party in Western region. Listen to Peter Salasia.
Amjambo. Kabla usukuli. Sasa nataka nichukue nafasi kwa heshima kubwa sana nishukuru ndugu yangu Omami Skolia, congratulations sana kwa kupita kura. Na pia nataka nishukuru wa party patron, bosi wa chama chetu, Mheshimiwa Eugene Wamalwa. I just want to say big thanks. Mimi nataka niwaambie kwa in the entire Luhya nation, hakuna kiongozi ambaye amesimama with the young leadership than Mheshimiwa Eugene Wamalwa. Mimi nikisimama hapa kuwa mbunge, nimekuwa mbunge kwa sababu ya huyu mwanaume anaitwa Eugene Wamalwa. Na ukiona akina vijana, kwa sababu ile wave ilikuwa ya ODM ilikuwa kali sana hapa. Lakini tulingangana naye na akanishika mkono mpaka nikashindana na wale wakubwa, wale wakora, na kila mtu katika shida. Tajira bado wanasema tajira bado baya. Sasa hivi ndio MP, si ndio? Among the youthful leaders. Na mimi nataka niseme tuko na vyama tatu hapa Western Kenya. Tuko na chama cha DAP ambacho kimebuniwa juzi, na tuko na chama cha ANC na ambacho kinaongozwa na Mheshimiwa Musalia Wetangula, na tuko na chama cha Ford Kenya ambacho kimekuwa kiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Wetangula ambaye ni speaker wa kule bunge. Lakini sasa hawa wawili wamepata kazi kubwa. Wewe mwingine ni waziri, wewe mwingine ni speaker. Sasa hawa wameachana na mambo ya vyama, sasa hao ni wafanyakazi wa serikali kuu ya Kenya. Sasa which means sasa hivi vyama haina nguvu yoyote. Chama imebaki chama cha DAP ambacho kinaongozwa na Mheshimiwa Eugene Wamalwa. Na sasa tumesema hivi. Unajua mimi ni juzi watu walisikia kwa bunge nikisema madam speaker za. Lakini nilikuwa na ujumbe mkubwa sana, kwa sababu tulikuwa na mambo ya kilimo cha miwa hapa.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel but you're not yet subscribed, so my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. And to all our members on this channel, thank you so much. Again, I'm requesting to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. For those who want to join the channel membership, Just check on the join button is there. Click on it and it will direct you. You can join with as little as $1, $2, $5, $10, and even $100 for those who can. Back to our discussion. Now, the party leadership of DAP party is going to change. Wafula Omunyinya is going to cease from being party leader, and then the current CS for Defense, Eugene Wamalwa, after handing over his office to Aden Duale, who is CS for Defense designate, he is now going to officially take over the leadership of DAP party. Now Eugene Wamalwa is going to have enough time to revamp the party, move around and sell the DAP party across the entire Western region and other areas outside Western region. So Eugene has an advantage to sell the party because now he will not be part of the government. He is now in Azimio. Azimio is not in the government. So he will be working closely with Railaodinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and the team at large. And as of now, Musalia Mudavadi, the way we said, is going to be busy with the other jobs. Senator Wetangula is already busy. And this is the situation that we are in as of now. Currently, we have DAP party, ANC, and Ford Kenya, the only parties in Western region, apart from ODM party. But remember, despite having ANC, Ford Kenya, and DAP, as of now, ODM is strong party in Western. This is different from what we had in 2017. Largely, ANC party was the strongest party in Western, and there are reasons to that, followed by ODM and Ford Kenya. So ODM has already reclaimed their ground. The reason why ANC party emerged in 2017 was that there are people who are in ODM party, but they were not contented on how ODM was conducting their nomination in Western. But these people, they were still supporting Raila Odinga, and because of that, the only safe house they found was ANC party, because of course Musalia Mudavadi was largely supporting Raila Odinga, and of course he was the chief campaign manager for NASA by that time, and the founder of NASA. So many people who were supporting Raila were comfortably moving towards Musalia Mudavadi and ANC party. That is how ANC managed to grow quickly in the Western region. And you can see during 2017, ANC was growing upwards. But after 2022 general election, from where ANC was heading to, it has just dropped. 14 members of parliament, now they have 9. Almost half. So that was the first thing. The only way ANC party in grow as of now, it was to stick with Raila. And maybe today ANC party will be a parliamentary party. Though maybe Musalia Mudavadi will not be in government. But again, they could have managed to win this election. Because if you check the number that Mudavadi and Wetangula crossed with, according to the Bukati announced result, it was enough to make Raila Odinga president. Wetangula kuja na karibu 300 in Bungoma, and if you add what Kakamega, Vihiga and Trans Nzoia delivered, Busia delivered, plus what came from Trans Nzoia and Bungoma, is close to 600,000 votes. So staying with Raila was the only way for Musalia Mudavadi party to grow. Akina Savula and the team, Akina Aseka Miradi, Oscar Nabulindo could have not moved to ODM, they would have stayed. And as we are speaking now, ANC will be more stronger. And ODM would have been ceased from being popular party in Western. Because now, what were ODM will see Musalia Mudavadi as the next person to inherit Raila Odinga. But because of the move that Mudavadi took, they disciplined him. These people moved back quickly to ODM party. And other people found a new house in DAP party because now DAP seemingly was friendly to ODM. So that's how they lost the ground. So DAP is here, a new party, And of course, it has reclaimed some numbers. That is the situation we are in as of now. Number two, the second issue that made ANC party to lost ground was because of people like Ayub Savula and Godfrey Osoti. Why Ayub Savula? Ayub Savula, when he was in ANC party, he was the man who was controlling the leadership of ANC. In fact, the branches, party branches and leadership in the offices on the ground. This was the only man who would even use his own money to pay the leadership of ANC in their offices down there. He was close to those leaders, close to branch operators there. And when he moved to DAP party, he moved with these people because he was the man on the ground. He was even going to an extent of even using his own money to pay rent to that offices. So when he moved to DAP, he moved with the party leadership. That's why ANC had a big problem in Kakamega. Because for those who remember, former Senator Kakamega Malala, when he was gravitating towards railaodinga, he was going to an extent even banning ANC office in Kakamega. But Savula was using his money to repair. So when he came back, already he had destroyed the leadership of ANC, but Savula was taking care of that leadership, so he moved with it. Mudavadi akabaki empty. Godfrey Osoti, the former ANC Secretary General, he was close to ANC leadership on the ground. When he moved to ODM party, he moved with this leadership because he was the man offering leadership and even financial support there. Because Mudavadi had cut himself from the leadership down here, trusting the allies here, but even he did not know how these people are being funded on the ground. Now Mudavadi si maskini, you are all aware he's a billionaire. Even the numbers he mentioned, those figures are not true. He has more money than that. So these people on the ground, and this explains the reason why Godfrey Osoti managed to become the senator of Vihiga County. Osoti was not that much popular, but because he was holding to party leadership on the ground here, he managed to use that to campaign for himself. And also, the Bunyore matrix also played into this issue. So because of this, Mudavadi is a man who had already cut himself from the people on the ground, from grassroots leadership. And now he has a position up there. If he did not manage to associate himself with the grassroots leadership, how will he manage as of now? His decision to stay up in office there gave a chance to people like Osoti and Savula to manage the politics on the ground here. Now he's a prime cabinet secretary. Will he manage? That alone makes me to believe that Peter Salasya is saying the truth. If Eugene Wamalwa will play his politics properly and play his card nicely, he's going to take over from Western and working close with the ODM party. There are those people who will accommodate Eugene Wamalwa if he stick with the railaodinga, and that alone can kill ANC and Ford Kenya. What I've talked about ANC is a little bit different from Ford Kenya. Ford Kenya might remain strong in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia to some extent, but in Trans Nzoia there is a division there because they don't have a governor. So Wetangula will be strong in Bukusu politics. But remember, Ford Kenya party was also attracting numbers outside the Western region. They were having numbers even in the Nyanza region. There are people who are going on Ford Kenya ticket and they were winning election as members of parliament because of the closeness association of Wetangula with railaodinga. But when they parted their ways, there's no way someone will stand with the Ford Kenya ticket in Nyanza or somewhere else and expect to win. It won't happen. Alikuwa na numbers mpaka kule Kisi. But as of now, things have changed. And that is politics.